do that for the one time, Yo, don't, you're not gonna... I haven't done Bonkai in a fat minute, but I put on Nightcore Ichigo's theme for a little bit, for that little intro there. I just had to. I had to. Alright, I had to. I had to for a little bit. Biggest intro on the planet. Y'all will know. But today I kind of wanted to talk and reminisce about the days of being Alex the Bleach Master and what my thought process was during that time and everything in between, right? Because I feel like the era when I was one of the biggest Bleach tards on Earth, / biggest Bleach fan, not tard actually, tard's the wrong word. One of the biggest Bleach fans on the planet. Like, I loved this show. Alright, and I want to like kind of make a new and improved, like, my experience, you know, being out as Bleach Master / how is Bleach for me. And I feel like I should talk about this era of my life more to kind of give it, you know, give it the love that it deserves, because, you know, if I wasn't so passionate, you know, about Bleach, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, you know, 2016, we wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have this channel right now. Like, this channel would not have existed if it wasn't for everything I got into in terms of Bleach. Like, getting into the series hardcore, talking about the characters, playing Bleach Brave Souls, you know, all of it was like a beautiful mix. It was beautiful, but at the same time, you know, it was a mix. But, anyway, so I want to talk about, like, being just Alex the Bleach Master playing Bleach Brave Souls and shit. So obviously you guys know, like, the Brave Souls portion of it, because I made my experience talking about my Brave Souls era and stuff and whatnot, but a lot more people probably don't know more about, like, just me making videos about Bleach other than the Brave Souls stuff. And, you know, talking about Bleach games, the Bleach anime, is it going to come back or whatever. And I still have videos on the channel about that too, like before the Bleach anime actually came back, like talking about it, like, oh, is it going to come back and whatnot, and Bleach discussions and character discussions of Bleach. Doing a lot of that. But for me, being Alex the Bleach Master back 4, 5, 6 years ago, it was, what an experience it was. Because I remember people were watching my streams, like when they were in the Brave Soul stream, people were watching. People were there. It was like such a fun, but also like kind of, it was like a fun, it was fun, there was toxic, there was bad moments, there, you know, it was all of it. It was like a mix of like every fucking thing, you know. The good was like talking to Bleach. Like, I got to talk to so many other Bleach fans, bro. Like, they got into my channel, you know, when I was doing Bleach stuff, like Bleach reviews, Bleach news. I was doing all sorts of Bleach stuff. Anything Bleach related would come out, I would hop on and make a video about it. Even though later on into my Bleach days, you know, when I was creating Bleach news, I felt like it was kind of pointless, you know, to kind of do that. Have you drank it? No. I have not drank actual Bleach. No, I'm talking about the anime. That's funny. Yo, Trace Kingdom, what the Thank you for the $5, man. Appreciate that. Will you? No. Yo, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Whoa. Fuck, I can't even like that shit, but thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Sorry, my voice is still kind of fucked up from the other day. But, yeah, but I want to talk about the good, because there was a lot of good. Man, I'm telling you guys, I loved being that era of my life sometimes, because talking to so many Bleach fans, getting to know many more Bleach fans in the community, like, and we just sat there and talked so many times, bro, about the Bleach openings, about the Bleach endings, about the Bleach, you know, anything Bleach related, we just straight up talked about. And I just remember, like, I was obsessed with Bleach, guys. I read the manga. I can read the manga top to down. I read the manga multiple times, Thousand Year Blower manga, top to bottom, to get to know more information. I knew so much about characters. Like, I wanted to be the guy that you would ask if James Hansen and Platinum Equinox weren't available, to give your questions, to answer them about Bleach if you had questions. I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to really be that guy, be a big part in the Bleach community, because it was a goal of mine back in the day to be a big influence in the Bleach community, or somewhat of an influence in the Bleach community. Not like a negative influence, but like some type of influence. I wanted to be not only just a member of the community, but I also wanted to provide news, like updates. I wanted to be that next, I wanted to be sort of the next James Hansen or the next Platinum Equinox, in that time frame, because I was so obsessed with Bleach, and they were like my top YouTubers I was watching for, like, Bleach news, Bleach information, or Bleach Brave Soul stuff. And then I also had other YouTubers for Bleach Brave Soul stuff, but you get my point. That was like the good side. But the toxic side of it was like, since back then, my mindset was very different. It isn't like it is today. I remember I could only I only liked Bleach, alright? I mean, don't get me wrong, I still liked other things that I did like when I was younger than that. But, like, when I was, in the toxicness, this is where the toxicness comes in. When I was a Bleach fan, I was a pretty toxic Bleach fan at the same time. I want to explain this. I was toxic in multiple ways. Like, I would shit on other anime, saying One Piece isn't as good as Bleach, or Naruto. I mean, I knew One Piece and Naruto were good anime, but, like, I remember sometimes I would shit on those animes because Bleach is just superior. The story was crazier, it was heavier, it was darker. Bleach is number one. It's the best thing it's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. Like, that type of toxicity, I was like that energy sometimes. And I remember I made a lot of people, like, dislike me, not only just because of that, but if you guys remember the Ichigo not being in Jump Force trailer video, one of my most known videos in the Bleach realm. When I made that video, yeah, I got like 12,000 views, and I remember so many Bleach fans were agreeing with me. So many Bleach fans fucking hated me. I remember after that video, some people took to Twitter talking about how I was worse than James Hansen and Platinum Equinox as a Bleach fan. Like, I was the worst. I was top most toxic Bleach YouTuber on the platform, or something like that. What's going on? I'm talking about, like, my days of Bleach and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about for this video. Jewish pickle. Jewish pickle. Hey, what happened? What happened is I'm talking about Bleach. I remember how that trend went. Yeah, the trend went. Yeah, exactly. Like, I would have people, like, all sorts of people from all around, like, gather up just to hate me because of that one video I made. And I actually, later on, way later on, I actually talked to some of the people that made Twitter posts about me, and I apologized for my actions, even if it was years later. I apologized for my actions, because they also blocked me, so I couldn't see, like, them talking shit about me. So I couldn't, like, confront them way back in the day or whatever about it. But when I made my new Twitter, before I deleted my Twitter, I went over and apologized. I said sorry for that shitty video, because in the end, that Bleach Jump Force trailer video was really shitty. That was probably one of the worst moments you've ever seen from me in the Bleach community, and I still think to this day that left an impact on the Bleach community to some people, because I got 12,000 views. I know it ain't 30,000 or a million views or anything, but to me, 12,000 views still, that's a somewhat of a chunk of Bleach fans saw that. Like 12 to 13,000 Bleach fans saw that, and they had mixed reception on that shit. Like, again, people were agreeing with me, people were disagreeing with me, people told me to die, people told me you are the sole reason Bleach fans get all the hate that they get, because look at the way you're acting like a little child, you're acting like something. I just remember it like it was yesterday, all the time. I have it like in the back of my head when it comes to Bleach. That's like one of the things that comes up, like, you made this shitty video. You did that. You're toxic. You're you're this, you're that in the Bleach community. And not only, those are some of the most toxic, most destructive moments, but a little bit less toxic moments when I was Alex the Bleach Master a little bit afterward. I said, I was shitting on Bleach even too a little bit, just a little bit. But this was way after that. This isn't about that. But that's why I say, like, my toxic days are probably way more remembered in the Bleach community than my positive ones, which is sad because, you know what I did every day? Every single Bleach Brave Soul stream, if we're going for an Ichigo, I would blast this shit. Hold on, bro. Nah, for a split second, I'll have it. I would blast this shit every fight. And I don't care about copyright. I don't give a shit. But, every single time I would blast number one, I would listen to Vastalori. Like, there's so many moments on and off camera where I would just talk about Bleach with other people, with Ronnie YT, with, the same thing happened to me when I was in the DBZ community. I always tried to pick a fight with DC fans. Yeah, like, I was, for no reason. Yeah, I was on that energy with Bleach, bro. Like, I would go over to people and be like, yo, what's up? Bleach is the best anime of all time. What the fuck you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do? Tite Kubo's the fucking GOAT. And just looking back at all that as me from not being Alex the Bleach Master anymore, being a separate freaking version of myself, an older, I don't know, not much taller version of myself, looking down at, those days. It's like, I look down at myself sometimes and I think, not only what the hell were they doing, because that's what everyone would do, but I always look at him with some appreciation and some respect, because, again, I wouldn't have built all this, without, being Alex the Bleach Master, because the channel's name was originally called Alex the Bleach Master. Arekkusu TM came in many years later, and when I went back to doing what I would normally do, which would be whatever the fuck I please. I remember still recording, and there were so many moments I would sit there and record Ichigo's full bring powers explained. I would sit in that fucking closet over there, making Bleach discussions, over and over again, about the Fullbring arc, about Fullbringer's powers, about Yuhabak, Byakuya, Ichigo. Like, I loved Bleach so much. News to my brother Wee, Lulu was a dickhead. Eli Wacker 55, yeah, my brother was a dickhead. News to my brother Wee. Like, I remember that stuff, and that's why I always feel... Anonymous Ghost, a.k.a. Sukuna, what's good, bro? How you doing? That's why, like, every time I watch Bleach or I reminisce about Bleach, no matter what time frame, I always think to myself, like, what an era, bro. I used to listen to number one, like, all this stuff, and talk about all this stuff, hyping up 1,000-Year Blood War, and now, look, 1,000-Year Blood War is back in full force, and I've watched, 1,000-Year Blood War, and even now I still feel like very mixed about being a part of the Bleach community sometimes. Mainly due to my actions in the past, or and more than just my actions in the past, more of just how I feel about it now. Because I feel like Bleach and, like, Crash Bandicoot kind of not left the same exact impression on me, but as I grew up, I started feeling sort of the same way about both. Like, for example, like, in my Roblox stream, like, I'm cool with Bleach, but, like, I'm never at that level where I'm geeking out about Bleach anymore. Or it feels like my days of fanboying over Bleach are just completely over. Like, other than, like, that short where I talked about how 1,000-Year Blood War was cool, because of course it is cool, and it's everything that I wanted, for every Bleach fan ever, because even if I'm not like a major influence of the community and people probably definitely forgotten about me, I still feel like, Bleach fans getting the anime that they've waited so long for is so awesome. Even if I'm not super absorbed into it or I'm watching every single episode every single week. I don't know. A part of me still wants to be a Bleach fan, but a part of me knows that I probably shouldn't be. Like, I should be a Bleach fan and reminisce about the past and whatever and have those moments. But, like, never go all the way with it again, obviously. Like, all the way into the barrel of this is the best thing ever or whatever. Like, I always try my best to avoid that because, I'm better now. I'm much better than I was before. But let me read some of your guys' comments. Experience is the best teacher. I'm actually surprised we are still friends after what happened. I mean, we ended our friendship over something so stupid and come back as friends on the internet. That's just how it is sometimes. That's how me and Chris got back together, to be honest. Thousand Year Blow was on Disney Plus. I didn't know that. A bit of worship doesn't hurt, but over worshipping something is where we have a problem. That's pretty much what Bleach was for me. There can be better stuff than Bleach, but I'm gonna say Bleach is a solid anime. I'm in Germany right now. Oh, you're in Germany? Yo, tell me about what Germany is like, man. I heard from my dad that it was always awesome down there. We were crazy when it comes to anime, which is I had to leave and stop watching anime for a while and watch or play other stuff. For Rock, the big three, DBZ, Bleach, and Naruto back in the day. One Piece. Come on, don't do that. It was One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto because of the era they came out in. That's why I said that fanboying over a character a little bit doesn't hurt, but fanboying over the character way too much is overkill. I was not only fanboying over Ichigo, I was fanboying over White Ichigo a fuck ton. White Ichigo is my favorite character in the entire fucking series of Bleach. He was my absolute favorite character. You can ask anybody that's been with me since the days of Bleach. White was like my favorite, but nowadays, when everyone brings up White, they like to tease me and how I love him and stuff, like how I obsessed with the character back in the day, so they kind of bring that up whenever White is brought up. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. Every time White Ichigo is brought up. But I still think he had some cool moments, even in Thousand Year Blow where I thought he was funny. But yeah, it's like, I just feel like me as a part of the Bleach community. That's why sometimes in my Bleach Brave Soul videos, I don't have the same energy anymore towards it. Or even when I talk about Bleach, no matter what it is, it always gets sort of depressing. Like, there's some sort of, like, depressing story about it. Like, because it is depressing. Like, what happened to me, like, how I went from being so positive, getting tons of people asking me questions, to becoming a little bit way too overboard with Bleach, getting a little toxic and shit. And then after getting toxic, I obviously had some more positive moments after that, but everyone only remembers my toxic influence on the Bleach community. And after that, like, years later, I just started fizzling out. Cough, cough. That fan fiction, cough, cough. Yeah, exactly, that fan fiction of, yeah, I do have my own fan fiction, crazy enough. Arekkusu TM has his own fan fiction. Check it out. I read the whole thing. It was definitely a weird era. Even the fanfic videos are weird, but you gotta appreciate the weird with the cool vids, of Arekkusu TM. But I don't regret what I did in the Bleach community, because I met so many people because of that. Like, for example, I think I met Lord Decimo, Red Decimo. If you guys know him as a YouTuber, he made a few videos, a few banging videos, a few banging anime videos that got like 34K. He's like a few hundred, maybe nearing 1,000 subscribers now. But about Alex the Bleach match, there were some positives, but there were also some negatives. There was some in-between stuff too. Like, there were some chill moments where I've talked with Chris and Dave. I met Dave, I think, because of Bleach, or I was playing Fortnite or Outlast, and I met him, and I kind of got him into Bleach, and pretty much almost everyone around me, I think I got into Bleach at some point, or you had to have some knowledge on Bleach. Like if you didn't get into it because of me, you already had knowledge on the series, or you had to get some knowledge, and I would talk to you like every other day about it. White Ichigo design was not just iconic, but the way how White Ichigo's fight with the Shikai spinning the sword was insane, because he uses Zanpakuto to attack at range and close range. Not only that, but he actually was out there fighting for Ichigo the entire time. Meanwhile, Ichigo always treated him like a piece of shit. But in actuality, White Ichigo, aka Zangetsu, was only trying to help him in his own screwed up way. I remember that I have an 11-year-old cousin, and I've introduced Bleach to him, and he probably loves the fuck out of it. Or maybe not, I don't know. But that's like just Alex the Bleach Master in a nutshell. Like, I not only met Red Decimo, but I met a big chunk of my community that kept this channel running for like all those years ago. Sometimes I'm still shocked that I'm still running today right now. I'm still doing this today, but seriously, like, Bleach impacted me big time. So every time I see something new about Bleach, it always gets me thinking, like, damn, bro, I wish I was, crazy into it like I was, but minus all the toxicity, of course. Like, I don't have this thought process on Bleach, I have, like, my thought process and my perspective on Bleach is, it's the GOAT, it's forever the GOAT, I'm, whatever. I mean, I still think it's the GOAT. What I like, the lore in the show, yeah, I love the lore in Bleach. The lore in Bleach is amazing. I love Bleach's lore. Bleach's lore was cool. And I love all the Bankai and the Shikai transformations and whatnot, so on and so forth, By the way, this is the Nightcore version, not like an official version of number 1. Probably will still get copyrighted for it, but whatever. Man, just, and not only that, but I just remember when Brian made me the Alex the Bleach Master intro back in the day, where number 1 was playing with a bunch of Ichigo clips and shit, like Mugetsu, Vassal Lord Ape, Ichigo's Bankai. Honestly, I thought that was one of the coolest intros I ever got. And then Rene made my, I remember like it was yesterday, but Brian made my intro, and Rene YT made my outro when I made videos. So it was always like constantly a shout out to Brian and Rene YT, aka Chris, because they would make my intros, and they both made them so Bleach centered, because that's who I was embodying back in the day. Something I think is funny is number 1 to me. I know it's kind of funny, but I always felt like number 1 was like my song in the Bleach community too. Like, whenever I was making Bleach videos, this is another thing, I felt like number 1 became so attached to me that, like, it was my song. It obviously, I didn't create it, but it was like my song that you would know me in the background to have blasted if I was doing a Brave Soul summoning stream or whatever, trying to get the next Ichigo or whatever. You would hear number 1 in there. You would literally hear 1,000-Year Blood War Ichigo's freaking theme, or not 1,000-Year Blood War. You would hear the original version all the time blasting. Every single time. You would hear it. You would hear number 1. If you go, not even back to my older videos I still have, but like if you were there back in 2016, whatnot, 2017, you would know. You would know what the fuck. You would know Ichigo's theme was my theme. I say it was my theme because, like, I would blast it, bro. I would blast it all the time. I'm just thinking about it now. Like, dude, I blasted it all the time. On camera, off camera. I did it all the time. Even now, like, sometimes when I think about it, nowadays when I think about it still kind of being my song. Vine's remembering. But I read it, I found there's a fanfic about White Ichigo and his Shikai marrying Misty from Pokemon. What the fuck? I'm out of here. I can tell number 1 was one of your favorite Bleach songs. Yeah, dude, number 1 was, like, way up there. I think it was my favorite Bleach song, actually, back in the day. I remember I should have made it more shorter, lol. Yeah, it was popular in the Philippines back then. What the fuck? Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho? I can't really say because I never knew your channel back 2016, 2017. I'm still Freak Bob to change my profile. Yap, dollar. Yap, dollar. What the fuck? I'm sorry, that's funny. I don't know, just getting some time to reminisce with Bleach with you guys. I mean, see, my question is to me all the time is like, do I want to watch it? And it's like, if I watch it, it's like, I can't really get rid of that mindset that I have now with it, you know? Like, damn. Because it's like, there's so much baggage, it feels like, with Bleach. When it comes to me talking about it, there's so much baggage. And, you know, there's so much I can remember, reminisce, and it's like, dude. God damn. Being in the modern day with Bleach is kind of hard. You know, because everyone's talking about the anime, or Bleach fans talking about the anime and stuff, talking about how their favorite moments are here and there. And I get sometimes I recommended that some people have been watching the episode. Actually, I'm not seeing a lot of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War reviews as much as I thought I would, but because I remember everyone was on board with it, but you know, as it goes on, you know, it kind of fizzles out, and then it's only the fans watching. But anyways, oh god, I just remember, like, God, when Thousand Year Blood War first came out, I was excited, but then I felt like I didn't have the right to be excited. It was a whole fucking thing, dude. I remember the voice actor that played Ichigo in English dub. That scream he did where he was going to turn into a hollow. That scream, he said something a bit. It was crazy how he screamed. Yeah, it was crazy because you don't know. Bleach does scream, but it doesn't scream like Dragon Ball Z type shit. Bing chillin', Bing chillin', Bing chillin' indeed. But, yeah, like, Bleach was cool. Bleach was cool when I was super invested in it. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's cool today. But a part of me thinks that, like, I shouldn't stay away from this series. But, like, I should keep my eyes on it. And it's cool to reminisce, but keep it at that level, I feel like. I thought he was going to lose his voice. I don't blame you, because I remember when episode 1 of Thousand Year Blood War came out. Saliva... or Sylvia, it's still not Saliva. Saliva, where the fuck that come from? Sylvia, welcome back to the channel, my bad. But I remember Thousand Year Blood War, like, episode 1 of dub, like, Johnny, like, had to take an episode or two to get back into it. Which, shoutouts to all the animators who animated Bleach Thousand Year Blood War real quick, for bringing Bleach back. Shoutouts to y'all, y'all cool, y'all awesome, y'all dope for bringing it back. Also, shout out to Taita Kubo for being all up in this anime's production, creation, and whatnot to make it perfect for the fans. Shoutouts to you, Taita Kubo, for doing that. Because we all know what happened when you created the manga back in that time. I've seen the Bleach Thousand Year Blood War art style. It was clean. Yeah, that's one thing everyone says about Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, that it's clean as hell. And I gotta agree, it's clean. But one thing that I am, like, I feel like I'm always gonna, like, fucking hate was when, and this kind of pisses me off, it still does to this day, that people that were saying Bleach is never coming back, or, like, dick riding Bleach now, or that are on Bleach's hype train. Like, look at me feeling like a piece of shit for being on the hype train, but then look at these other motherfuckers that were coming up to me, making parties with me just to shit on me about Bleach. Yes, I actually have gone through that multiple times where people have gathered around. I remember it was Lump King and his friends gathered around with me in a party, and they all just talked shit about me towards Bleach in private. And I remember, I didn't remember that for the longest time because I hated that conversation me, Lump King, and his friends had. But, you know, now I remember it full on, and yeah, I've gotten shitted on for thinking Bleach was coming back before 10 times over. And yet, they're the same guys saying Bleach isn't coming back, but for content, you see Lump King over here reacting to Bleach Thousand Year Blood War trailer, being excited for it, even though I feel like someone like him, if I'm feeling like shit for being excited for it, I feel like he should feel even worse than me being excited for it, because he's the one that's been shitting on it longer than all of us here, and he would always go to me specifically. I noticed, me specifically, to shit on me about my dreams of Bleach coming back. So keep that in mind. You know, I defended Bleach, but, you know, and even I feel kind of weary watching it. Not only because of the shit I said, but because of my past. But yet, niggas over here that hated on Bleach are over here suddenly loving 1,000 Year Blood War all of a sudden. It's like, bro, if you don't just stop following the YouTube opinion or the new wave and shit, trying to get views off Bleach and shit. I know that's what I'm doing with this video myself, but it's like, at least I can admit that, like, you know, yeah, I've shitted on Bleach a few times before, and I feel guilty about it. You know, I feel bad about it, and I feel bad to the point I don't even want to watch the series. You know, I kind of want to stay away from it, because it's like, let me be on that same energy then. You know, I remember when I was young at midnight, and I was staying up, so I turned on the TV, and it was the exact moment Goku was going Super Saiyan. My mom heard the screaming and got my ass whooped. I always liked Bleach because art style and design, and Tetsikubo, his manga improved and his art style kept improving. Yeah, his art style kept improving as the show went along. Like it kept getting better and better and better and better as the show went along. You can even see that in the manga too. The manga was definitely improving its art style over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Both of them were improving over and over again. I can't tell. I mean, there were some moments where Bleach had some hiccups in animation, but for the most part, Bleach's animation was always top-notch. Kenpachi got that zigzag hairline. Oh, that zigzag? Yeah. Kenpachi does, but Kenpachi's the boy. Kenpachi's the homie. But that's how Alex the Bleach Master was in a nutshell. Like, we had our positives, we had our negatives, mostly negatives, because that's what people remember. More positives, and then I kind of, like, retreated. I kind of stopped wanting to be in the Bleach for a while. You know, because I remember when I came back to YouTube, you guys know this, I used kind of like Bleach Brave Souls to get everyone riled up and say, hey, my channel's going to go in a completely different direction. What do you guys want to see? And Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was like the first game that I played on YouTube in a while that wasn't Bleach or anything Bleach related. And then it started growing and expanding from there. And I remember, like, later on, like, to the point where I didn't even need to play Bleach Brave Souls that much anymore because people were just watching me for anything I did. And I kind of just stuck with that instead of, like, kind of continuing down the rabbit hole of just watching and reviewing Bleach all day. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, that would have been cool, too, like, an alternative. But I felt like my channel would have been ultimately boring, you know, if I stuck to one thing. And that's what I discovered, like, when I left YouTube, is like, man, I forgot my roots when I came to YouTube. I forgot what they were, my roots, which was, be you, dude. You don't have to be a specific YouTube channel that does specific things. That's more for people that can build or have that mindset, you know, to do that stuff. Have a more structured thing going on. You know, I don't know, you're too emotional, you're too personal, you know what I mean? You're a guy that loves doing whatever he likes, and Bleach, you know, you did the Bleach thing a lot, you know, maybe you even you definitely overextended a lot of times about Bleach. You made Bleach videos, and also another thing I wanted to mention real quick is I also felt like my Bleach news videos after a while were pointless, because they're just going to get the news from James Hansen and Platinum Equinox anyway. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of me doing Bleach news if those two and many more are doing the news and, you know? And another thing, I'm glad I realized that I did this, because I remember I looked at Platinum Equinox's channel. Before Bleach, you know, he was like a gaming, like a mixed channel like me. And, you know, he was into Bleach a lot longer than me. And, you know, I saw his content, and when he kept making Bleach content, like, he was getting mad views on his videos. Like, I'm talking hundreds of thousands. 200,000 of views all goddamn day long, being a part of the Bleach community. But I realized that if I make my channel 100% Bleach related, nobody's gonna watch me for me. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna watch me for me, But they're going to watch me mainly for that said content and not for, like, who I am as a person. And that's why I also left Bleach behind. Because I didn't want to become, like, a specific channel for a specific audience. You know, I wanted to be a person that can entertain all sorts of audiences. Not be perfect at a single one of them, but entertain all sorts of people. All around the world for something that I do. It doesn't matter what it is. That's what it kind of became after a while. You know, after noticing that. And I noticed Platinum Equinox's views on videos. That man's views, if it wasn't Bleach related, wouldn't even be in the thousands. You know, because his channel got so Bleach focused that that's what people came to him for. You know, and again, it makes sense because that's like a Mario game wanting to be Dragon Ball Z, and no Mario fan wants to play a Mario game that plays like Dragon Ball Z. Okay, definitely a lot of Mario fans want a Mario game that plays like Dragon Ball Z. That sounds cool. But it wouldn't be like the Mario idea, so like a lot of Mario fans will feel alienated and want to leave. So that's why, like, I remember when I stopped doing YouTube and used Bleach as a template, like Bleach Brave Souls as a template, not Bleach the series itself, but use that to get as many of my OG viewers as possible and then just ride the wave with everybody along the way with whatever I decided to do. Because I realized if I did that, you know, in the end, I can get a big fan base, but you know, it's gonna be a pull of that specific fan base. I want fans that know me from all sorts of genres, you know. Being a specific channel, doing a specific thing is kind of boring. Besides, there needs to be variety. It's like me being a shipping channel and only do shipping videos only. Yeah, it's like, that idea is going to get boring. Like for me, since my channel is sporadic, I remember, again, when I was doing Bleach and stuff and realized that, you know, I wanted to do Mario. I want to do Sonic. I want to do anime stuff. I want to do non-anime stuff. That's what my channel's all about. And I'm glad Bleach made me realize all this stuff. You know? I'm actually really glad Bleach made me realize all this stuff. Like, Bleach made me realize how toxic I was being, not only for the anime, but towards the anime and the community itself. I'm glad Bleach made me make a lot of new friends. And people that have moved on with their lives. And one of the coolest things I would argue that I still think is one of the coolest things about the Alex the Bleach Master era, people still call me. I remember, like, months back, I was out of Bleach, I was barely playing Brave Souls, and dude, like, this was the cool thing. Wait, let me read Bian's comment real quick. Watashi no Soul Society. Fire emojis. Gijo Fit, he had that shit on that design. Oh, yeah? SMG4 made me come back to Nintendo. Yeah, SMG4 did do that. For a lot of people. But, fuck, what was I saying before that? Ugh! I hate it when I get off topic, something like that sometimes. But, oh yeah. People would call me on Messenger to let me know what is going on in Bleach. You know, that was probably the coolest thing about being Alex the Bleach Master. Because even many years after I was done being Alex the Bleach Master, I'm completely finished, done, people were still calling me. And you can ask Chris, this was true, because one time we were in the middle of a PlayStation party, and I think I left Chris to go see what they were talking about. And, you know, they were trying to tell me the newest news on Bleach. You know, and I don't know, that to me showed me as well that I not only left a negative impact on Bleach, but I also left a pretty decent positive one as well. You know? I don't know. That shit makes me want to cry sometimes, thinking about how people still consider me a part of the community, even though I haven't made any sort of videos or shorts or whatever. Shit, sometimes, even to this day, I still think I should probably give you guys some Bleach content because that's what this channel originally was, you know? Unlike Ubisoft, where they don't want to touch Rayman in 10 plus years, at least I come back to Bleach every now and again and be like, hey, you want to talk about it? Or you want a Bleach Brave Soul summoning clip shit? You want a Bleach Brave Souls video or something? You know what I mean? You want some Bleach content? Because I can give y'all some Bleach content, you know? Because that's how I am nowadays, I feel like, too. It's like, I give Bleach content every so often just to respect where I came from. You know, before going back to my roots. You know, when this channel was made. Going back to being Alex the Bleach Master for a second and just wanting to give that Bleach content to y'all. Even if it's in small form or the stream's not as long or just for a moment we go back to that era of Bleach. I feel like some of my Bleach fans would appreciate that. Me going back, respecting the era and whatnot. I think I might come back on making intros and outros for other people, open commissions. I'm done making intros and outro for free. That's fair. I mean, shit. But because that shit probably took a lot of time and a lot of hard work. Too bad, because I was actually trying to find your Bleach intro because I wanted to use it for some videos. I wanted to be like, yo, remember this intro? But I doubt you have that anymore. And I was going to ask for Chris's outro for Bleach because I'm like, yo, remember my old outro from like 2016, 2017 for Bleach? And another thing from Chris that I really wanted was those Bleach Brave Souls summoning clips. Because I remember Ronnie clipped like my summons, my very old summons from 2016, 2017. And because I was going to upload it to my channel as a short, like part 2. Y'all remember the intro for this or out, you know? Remember this? Because, you know, I don't know, just to give, you know, some of my, you know, my viewers, myself included, like some Bleach nostalgia up in this bitch, you know? Because I don't hate I don't hate the series. It's just that my feelings towards it are a little, they have like a rocky road to them. Like, I love it, but I gotta remember, I love it a lot sometimes. Then I'm kind of like whatever on it other times, or maybe I even hate it sometimes, and it's like that freaking road, man, that freaking slimy road, bro. You know? It's not really like, dude, I used to do like Getsuga 10 shows. Hold on, bro. I used to do like, Getsuga. I can't really do it. My fucking throat hurts like hell, dude. But if I was to do a Getsuga 10 show, bro. Like, I used to do all this stuff, dude. I used to yell, like, in the intro of this video where I did Bankai. You know, I did, Getsuga Sensho! You know, I used to do Getsuga Tenchos all day long, because that was, like, the coolest move. Like, Hall Vacation, I used to go, like, I used to have a Hollow Mask that I threw away. I used to have Bleach shirts that I threw away, because I felt like I wasn't in my right mind when doing that stuff. Because I was like, you know, can you do this, Arek? No, I cannot do that. But I used to holify, like I used to go do the holification, like put your hands near your face and go whoosh. And I holify, dude. I used to do all that stuff, dude. I used to... Fuck, there were so many things I did for Bleach. Like, I actually went to a library and I read Bleach manga in there. I literally read Bleach manga. I sat there and read it. Like, the Fullbring arc. My dad would bring some home and I would sit there and read. You know, I would read Bleach manga. I was so into Bleach, man, that I made sure. The thing is, back then, I would make sure everybody. This is the thing about Bleach, right? I made sure everybody I ever knew. No, I obsessed with Bleach. I made sure Louis knew I liked Bleach. My dad knew I liked Bleach. I would sing number one in my backyard. I would sing number one out loud because the song was so good. Dude, I would, you would know, I'd be watching it, I'd be watching the fights, kind of reenacting the fights in my room, like if Dragon Ball Z, Goku, Vegeta, Kamehameha Blast, like Ichigo versus Grimjow or Ginjo, I would, like, react to the fight, watch it, like, flash step, think I'm flash stepping, like, I used to do all sorts of shit for Bleach. I loved it so much that, like, everybody knew, like, bro, people even knew my favorite character, like, was Ichigo. I mean, of course, he's the main character, but, like, everyone knew that shit. Like, knew that shit. It was, like, Ichigo or White Ichigo or whatever damn feeling. And I just fucking loved it every time. Just doing Getsuga 10 shows all damn day. Playing Bleach Brave Souls on my tablet all day. Making Bleach Brave Souls news videos all damn day long. About the new characters, the new Bleach opening, or something cool came out, or whatever. I would talk about it, I would geek about it. I would love it. I would love my time. And then you guys would come in and be like, yo, what the hell is all this? It's like, dude, isn't it crazy? Got to go. All right, I'll see you later, Lord Dragon. Thank you so much for watching, bro. But, like, that would literally be Bleach for me. Like, I would literally do all this stuff for it, dude. Positive, toxic. I would do all that. I loved Bleach that much. That's why I said that we need some limits when it comes to you saying, oh, Bleach is the greatest thing ever in being or shoving in people's throats. I mean, yeah, some people, I mean, I even had moments where, like, I remember people would, in Discord calls, I would talk about Bleach so much that people would be like, yo, shut the fuck up about Bleach. Is that all you talk about? And I remember, it was in my own server, which was the weird part. It was in my own server, and at the time, and I think they obviously left, or they don't really give a fuck about my Discord now, but I remember that moment happening, and I was like, this is my server. I can talk about whatever I want, bro. Plus, Bleach is my life at the time. So I think I took offense to that, and I started an argument, but I'm not sure how it went down because my memory is a little bit hazy. I just remember someone saying, yo, is Bleach all you talk about? I do remember that specifically. Or someone tell me shut the fuck up about it. Like, I remember that in the same conversation, but I don't remember how I responded to it too much. I think I started an argument, or I just completely said, yeah, that's literally all I talk about because I'm a Bleach fan. What the fuck do you expect? Something like, it was like something. I just can't remember what I said, but I remember what the other dude said. You know, and then, you know, again, there's people I met because Bleach was like our connection. And after that, we would talk every now and again, me and some other guys. Like, oh man, I miss so many people. Like, I remember even Death Smasher was trying to collab with me and others so he could get views, subscribers and shit. You know, but he's doing his own thing, being part of the Bleach community his own way, being a Bleach Brave Souls player and whatnot. Because I remember Death Smasher. I remember I collabed with him in Snipe, but he deleted the video. I deleted my video, so that video was in the fucking wind. Yeah, Bleach was, like I said, an era for me. And if I end up watching 1,000 Year Blood War, I'll obviously make, like, a short or something about it. But, like, I don't think, like, obviously I'm never going to be, like, what I was back then with Bleach. Obviously enough, I'm never going to be like that again. Because I learned from that experience to never be like that again. So, for anyone wondering if I do that to any series now, no. I learned a lot from being a Bleach fan. I learned to love multiple things at once. You're allowed to love more than one thing. That isn't from your past. That's new things that can come to you. Love everything around you. Alright? In terms of anime or whatever media you're into. learn not to obsess over every fucking thing. I mean, you can obsess, but like keep it to an okay level that somebody can actually be like, all right, this obsession is just pure love and passion for the series. This isn't, straight up overblowing it. I learned that from Bleach. I learned a lot from Bleach. Not only just those, but I learned lessons from Bleach. Like, never give up on never give up on your goals, never give up on what you're trying to be in this life. Like, never give up even in the darkest times. Because I just look at Ichigo in his darkest times. I don't think I have it anymore. I can't find it. I think I might have it on a different file. Hey, it's okay if you find it or not find it. You know what I mean? Just, if you do, send it to my Discord. Because I am very interested in maybe seeing that again and even posting it on my page. Even if it is copyrighted material. I don't give a fuck. I love that video so much. Because I still want to see it. Because I remember it had Mugetsu in it. Vasto Lordi in it. Bankai, Soul Society arc Ichigo in it. It was so cool. I love that intro. I love that intro so much. It was cool. It was one of my best intros I ever got, or maybe the best intro I ever got. To be honest with you, because I made my own intros, but they were never as good as like Ronnie's outros or your intros, Brian, or whatnot. And I did make my own outros too, but again, not as good at editing and whatnot, so that's why my intros and outros were like mid as fuck. But in comparison to what you guys could probably make for an intro and outro. But yeah, I think that's it. I love Bleach to death. I'm thankful. Actually, I'm thankful to Bleach all the way to death. Because again, it taught me a lot of things that I could take and put out there in real life. It helped me realize a lot of things. It helped me realize to go back to my roots every now and again, or just go back to your roots in general. It was a great anime and manga. I met so many people because of it, and I even got to talk to James Hansen in streams a few times, Platinum Equinox, and I think Discord calls a few times, or maybe even just YouTube, and he acknowledges me as a friend, and that was probably some other cool moments with the Bleach community, is James Hansen acknowledging me, Platinum Equinox, and I going back and forth like half the time, and, maybe, he considers me a friend. I always consider everyone I come in contact a friend, a homie, and whatnot, so just being acknowledged by them or saying what's up. I'm deleting some YouTube videos from my channel. I don't know if I did it or not, or it got removed, but sure. It probably did get removed, though, because, Ichigo's theme, nowadays, I'm gonna let you know, Brian, nowadays, I remember, like, the dudes who made the song are coming after people who use it in their videos or any sort of Bleach OST, or, like, copyright striking or copyright blocking and whatnot to your video and all that stuff, which I think is so stupid, especially for people that were using this song before Bleach even came back. And they're not even using the original version of #1 anymore. They're literally using a remixed version, if not a brand new same version by the same person. So why the fuck are you copyrighting the original one? I don't get that. Even though, in my opinion, I just thought the original #1 theme was better than the remix and the instrumental, but that's just me. That's just, the Ichigo fan in me just speaking right now. Because I'm still a fan of Ichigo as a character. He is badass as fuck. But, anyways. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends. I just wanted to make, like, a more updated my experience with Bleach video, because I'll make you a better one and give a music that represents you, lore you, lore you, Alan, you, like Corbani Mon 456. Oh, what the fuck, hey yo, freaking Alan intro. That's about to be wild. Because I haven't had an intro that was based solely off of me. Other than, like, when I created them, I think. Oh, this is about to be lit. But anyways, I gotta get out of here. We talked about Bleach for nearly an hour. That thank you guys so much for watching, hearing me out on how it was being Alex the Bleach Master and how I became the man that I am today. And for anyone that kind of hates me, you know, for things I did in the past, watch this video. You'll be refreshed on who I am now. I'm a completely different person. I still like Bleach to an extent, just obviously not to the same over-obsession, toxicity extent, but to an okay extent, you know, but I keep myself in Bleach with a low profile, you know. Yeah, that's how I'm just going to end it. Also, thank you, Trace Kingdom, again, for the $5 donation. Appreciate you. Had no idea that was fucking coming. But anyways, I hope all you guys have a great day. Peace. Oh, may or may not do another stream today. I'm not 100% sure on that, but, you know, if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But yeah, take care, guys. Also, it's fucking raining outside. Like the Zangetsu theme. No, not yet, though. I gotta set up the commission. Oh, yeah, for Rock. You gotta set up the commission shit for that. But yeah, anyways, peace. Zangetsu's theme, it's happening. Do 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 do. Lost away. Thousand Year Blood War fucking murked that theme, dude. That theme is crazy in Thousand Year Blood War, bro. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm actually gone. Bye. Oh wait, hold on. Before I end this, One guy.